Hi guys, so I don't create YouTube videos or vlogs, so this is going to be my first one. But regarding the question which slide we thought or piece of information we thought was the most interesting to us, I thought the one about secondhand smoke was, just because the numbers are insane. Here we have 41,000 secondhand smokers cause premature deaths and more than 400 infants each year. Numbers like that are way too high. Secondhand smoke contains more than 7,000 chemical compounds. The fact that we have this labeled is insane. Here we have 42% of Americans are not protected by smoke-free laws, and only 28 states and territories have enacted comprehensive smoke-free laws. So there's too many states out there. Out of the 50, we only have 28 that are looking for the health of their public. Here we have 98.3. Well, now it should never be that high, but it says 98.3% of youth who live with a smoker have been exposed to secondhand smoke. So these kids are not smoking, but have been impacted, and they have secondhand smoke exposure. Secondhand smoke is known to cause cancer in humans and animals. And the worst part about it is that your dogs and cats are twice as likely to develop nasal cancer if their owner smokes, as compared to animals in households without cigarette smoking. So people who don't care about their own health or the public's health is now putting their animals' health aside as well. Some known carcinogens are found in secondhand smoke, like arsenic, which is used in pesticide, lead, which is formerly found in paint, polonium-210, a radioactive element, formaldehyde, it's used to embalm the dead, and benzene, a gasoline additive. These 5 chemicals are bad enough themselves, but as we've figured out, there's more than 7,000 chemical compounds in cigarettes alone. And now it comes to the laws. We have the Clean Indoor Air Law reduces non-smoker secondhand smoke exposure by 28%. Lower income communities are less likely to be protected by these smoke-free laws. And blue-collar workers, so construction workers, are more likely to be exposed to secondhand smoke at work. I think that statistic is way too high, because both my brother and my father work as blue-collar workers, and to know that they're being exposed to secondhand smoke at work and could possibly develop lifelong illnesses because of it, and they don't smoke, is insane. But secondhand smoke is not the only worst part. I mean, I found all three of them to be very interesting. One that I do see a lot in my community is smokeless tobacco, because I live in a very rural community in East Texas. And here, these are just insane. So, I live in Northeast Texas, and it says that 3.1% of adults say how they like, or some of the statistics that I was looking at perplexed me, because here I have chewing tobacco and smokeless tobacco, and I know it's a problem in my community, but I didn't know it was this bad around the United States, because it says that 4.2% of adults in the South shows how likely I am to use smokeless tobacco. And then high school athletes are twice as likely to use smokeless tobacco than their peers, which is insane, because the kids who are supposed to be promoting health and promoting your school before their football games, baseball games, track meets, they're using tobacco. It says in 2013, 11.1% of high school athletes were current smokeless tobacco users compared to 5.9% among high school students who do not play sports. And then we have smokeless tobacco is linked to 3 types of cancer. I think this part's crazy because it says that you can get oral cavities, the esophagus, and pancreas is how much the smokeless tobacco affects, because it's a direct link to the nicotine in tobacco whenever you put it in your lip. And here, possibly my favorite statistic, smokeless tobacco is dangerous. I feel like that's not broadcasted enough. That smokeless tobacco and any form of tobacco, including e-cigarettes, are dangerous. Well, thank y'all. And this is my vlog for my Say What project.